Welcome to this timeless pick a card reading to reveal what your twin flame feels about you, but they're too shy or afraid to really say. So the piles are number 1, number 2, and number 3. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so some things might not apply to you. So you know what those things are. Just take what resonates and use it for your healing as always. And if you'd be interested in a detailed, personalized reading, feel free to check out the links in my description below. So, without further ado, let's move into your reading. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So, let's see what your twin flame is really thinking about you. The first card is the Star. The second is the Prince of Wands reversed. And the third is the Eight of Cups reversed. So, the Eight of Cups card has a title, it's Indolence. So, the message I'm getting straight up is that your twin flame really admires you, right? The Star is a card of hope, of faith, and of determination. It comes right after the Tower card in the Major Arcana. So for those of you that aren't very familiar with the symbolism of the tarot cards, the Tower is a card of great destruction because, well, it's not blind destruction. It's because you're tearing up the old foundation in order to build something solid. Any old structures in your life that had been there for years, perhaps even decades, no longer apply, and thus they leave your life. And it might feel like everything is falling apart or breaking down, but this is because you're just falling deeper into your good. You're just letting go of what no longer resonates and what no longer feels good in order to claim more blessings and claim what really does feel good now. So what your twin flame really thinks about you, like the first thought that pops up when they think about you is that they admire your resilience. Like you've gone through your Tower moment, you've had like, perhaps you feel like you lost everything at some point, but you came out stronger out of those challenges and those trials in your life. And that's something he or she really admires. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so some of you might be asking about your Divine Masculine, some of you your Divine Feminine, so it applies either way. The message is the same. All right, so place the appropriate pronouns for you. So yeah, like just the first message, like your resilience and your courage and your power really inspires them. And though you might not see it in yourself, your twin flame was created to see your divinity and see your divine self. So they see your power, they see your strength. The second card, like the Prince of Wands reversed, has to do with lots of passion. This is a really fiery energy cup. In the traditional tarot, this is the King of Wands. And like a really fiery energy. Your twin flame is really passionate about you. However, they might be a little bit impulsive sometimes, right? In a way, not knowing how to express this passion in a balanced way. And this is something that they're reflecting to you, is because your twin flame is your ultimate mirror. Are there any parts of you in your life when sometimes you're acting a little bit impulsive and you do not, I don't want to say make the right decisions, because nothing is really a mistake in life, but you know, sometimes when we make decisions from a place that is not of peace, they're not really aligned with our divine self. So yeah, pretty much your twin flame is coming out right here to say that, hey, there are some parts in our shared consciousness that we are not making the most divine decisions here from a place of peace. So it's time to really work on that now and heal that, and really take a deep breath before we make any rash decisions, and just make sure we're really working on this from a place of peace instead of from a place of really high ungrounded energy. And the purpose of your twin flame union is not to get high or, you know, just the hot sex of it. That's a great part of it, but it's not everything. So you really want to make sure that you're staying grounded, and that's also coming out a lot in this reading. And finally, the Eight of Cups reversed has to do with giving another chance to something. So I feel like there's something that happened in the past, possibly a byproduct of this Prince of Wands reverse energy, like a rash decision, something impulsive, perhaps a breakup between you two. And yeah, but you know, your twin flame really wants to get back together, of course, because the love between you is indestructible. You were created in love with each other from the beginning of your creation. So of course you want to go back to each other every time, and no matter what, no other partner feels as satisfying, because you were created to be with your twin flame. So if you were wondering, like, oh, does my twin flame feel the same way about me? Like, do they want to get back together? Yes, they do. However, they want to give this one more chance, but the block to heal here is this ungroundedness. So make sure that you really are grounded into your healing work. You have, like, for example, with the mirror exercise, every time an upset comes up, you're committed to healing it on the spot with it. You don't just stay in your upset or make decisions based on that upset, because when you make your decisions by, you know, this high feeling, whether that's anger, whether that's too much happiness, whether that's anything but peace, the results are not the best. So keep that in mind. Another message I'm getting here is that your twin flame really desires a fresh new start. Again, there's very pure admiration feelings here. Like, it's a really beautiful card. They really, really love you. And the next three cards I have for you is Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Reconciliation. Well, hello there. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So again, with one more chance here, but I'll get to that in a moment. And engagement. Can you see all of them? Okay, I'll just move them a little bit. Don't mind me. Yeah, the engagement card. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So they really are committed to making this work. They want to make the effort. They feel the same way as you do. They love you so, so much. And they really want to get back to those good old days in a way, because they really miss that. That's what I'm getting here. So they're really determined to make this work. They really love you. So just, yeah, of course, great love, again, is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You can't really sit in your castle and wait for the divine masculine to come home. And yeah, on your twin flame journey, you're guided to be proactive and be really diligent about doing your inner work and healing, because this is a very high vibration relationship. It's not just a soulmate relationship that you can just have for one lifetime or two and that's it. You go your separate ways. This is a really profound union, and it's because you share the same soul blueprint. You're one at the core. You share one consciousness, and you have a deep divine purpose in order to fulfill here. And that's the purpose of your union. Otherwise, you wouldn't be created with a twin flame, right? So, you know, there are no accidents in creation. You were not created with your twin flame by accident. You have a very specific purpose to fulfill. And your purpose is unique to you and unique to your twin flame, but it's still shared. So it's not the exact same for both of you, but it's complementary. So yeah, when you make the effort, when you do the healing work, when you really invest into supporting yourself, into all the way into your harmonious union, because your harmonious union requires a lot of support, and that's something I too am learning as I go on this journey, that this requires a lot of support because there's a lot of energy to move through. There's a lot of healing to be done. So, you know, trying to achieve this on your own, like you're on an island stranded and without help from someone who knows how to get there and will take your hand and guide you all the way there, it's incredibly energetically expensive. Like, you might think it's, oh, I can do it the free way and spend no money on this, or, you know, not have a relationship with a coach or whatever. But in truth, it's much more energetically expensive because it feels very lonely. And we were not meant to do ascension on our own. We were not meant to take this journey alone. This is why there's work. The foundation has been laid already. And this is a collective effort that all of us are doing. And yeah, it's not worth it to just isolate yourself. It's really worth it to really, if that's something that you really deeply desire in your heart, it's really worth it to invest into your healing work and really make it a priority. And you're not just doing this for another person. That's not the point at all. The point of your harmonious union is to come into harmonious union with yourself. Come into harmonious union with life itself, with love. And, you know, your twin flame is an extra, really nice perk, of course, out of all of this. But it's not just that, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And this is why so much inner work is required. It's not just about a relationship. This is also your life's purpose that you get to fulfill, and all the abundance that results from it. Like, and not just monetary abundance, it's also abundance in love and happiness and joy, in purpose. So yeah, as you can imagine, this requires a lot of support. And yeah, if you were thinking, okay, is it best to hire a coach to help me through all this healing or just do it alone? I highly recommend hiring a coach. Even from personal experience, it's been so valuable to invest in that and have my sessions every week, because I move through so much in a much quicker pace, and it feels really light instead of this heavy feeling of, oh, I can't really overcome this and it's so hard. Because in truth, we were all meant to attain our harmonious union, and we were meant to ascend in commitment, right? Like have higher levels of commitment with our twin flame, like be one with them. Well, you're already one with them, but experiences in the physical as well. So that's definitely something worth checking out. I also love the reconciliation card, because it's like these two are in heaven, right? And essentially this is the good old times, right? You and your twin flame returning to your original state of being, and living your heaven on earth. And your twin flame really, really wants that. It's a core desire here. And if it's a core desire in them, it's in you too. So really be fearless and courageous in moving forward and claiming that desire and taking the necessary steps that you're guided to take in order to manifest this relationship. It's for you too. And yeah, just move forward with courage. That's what your twin flame is saying here. And the last three cards I've pulled for you, pile number 1, is Deep Replenishment, Retreat, Rest and Be Held. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Well, that's really beautiful. And Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. So I love how everything ties into, like, together, all the messages here. Of course, like, you're moving through a lot of energies when you heal in order to attain your harmonious union. That also means lots of resting, right? So at first, when you get into this healing work, because some of you are new to this journey, do take the time to be gentle with yourself. And at first, after a few rounds of the mirror exercise, you will notice that you might feel a bit more tired. That's called upheaval. It's the old energy leaving you. And, you know, making place for more peaceful and loving energy, because you made new choices throughout the mirror exercise. And for those of you that don't know how to use the mirror exercise or haven't heard of it, I highly recommend it. It's in the description below. So back to the deep replenishment thing. Yeah, be gentle with yourself as you're releasing that energy. At first, it might feel like it's too much and you can't really do anything other than sleep, and that's okay for now. But in time, you will get used to the upheaval. You will get used to, you know, you can choose for it to be easy and just adjust to it. So, you know, after a while, as you master this work and you master your healing, yeah, you get more results, engagement, right? You get your love life is getting more commitment. You're just getting more romance in your life. Like begets like, so you attract more love into your life. And you're also able to really heal a lot more, and upsets seem bigger, and have, you know, your upheaval doesn't really interfere with your daily life. So you don't really need to sleep 10 hours anymore. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, at first it's okay as you're moving through those upsets and as you're healing your consciousness and your twin flame's consciousness at the same time when you heal your own. So it's safe to be compassionate with yourself and really, like, take the day off and just, yeah, just relax. The world is not going to blow up if you take some time for yourself, I promise. The Priestess card, how are you being called to step up and lead? I'm getting the message that you're leading your union right now if you're watching this. So it's safe to release the frustration that, oh, my twin flame does nothing and I'm doing all this spiritual work. Yes, because you're being called to lead the spiritual aspect of your union right now. And your twin flame is working on your union as well. They're working on another aspect of it, and that's okay as well. You're not meant to just work on the same thing at the same time. It's pointless to do the same thing at the same time. However, you're being called to lead the spiritual aspect of it. Excuse me. And that's something that it will feel really good to honor that and just really dive deep into it. So yeah, just this courageous energy, keep moving forward. And yeah, dance with life. Especially if you're divine feminine, this will resonate even more because the divine feminine energy is more surrendered. But even for the divine masculines watching this, just surrendering to the flow of life in the way that feels good to you really helps bring more things, because when you try to control when you get into union, when things are going to happen, what you're going to do with your twin flame, like all those little things when you try to control. That's when you don't really get anything because you're resisting, and control energy is really yucky. It doesn't feel good. So it's safe to release this control and really surrender to life's blessings and surrender to the surprises life has for you. And just really change your perspective on some things. If, there is a belief, a negative thought that keeps repeating in your mind and it doesn't feel good, it's safe to release it, because that's how you discern what is of the divine and what is of the ego. If a thought feels good, for example, the thought, I am lovable and I am love, this feels very good if you just meditate on it for a minute. Like, it feels so good to just repeat that, right? And that's because that's of the divine, that's the truth. However, the thought, I am unworthy of my twin flame union, it feels bad if you sit with it. And that's because it's a thought of the ego, and it's not true at all. So it's safe not to listen to it. In fact, I would recommend that you do not listen to the ego at all, and you just tell it to shut up. It's a matter of just choosing to see the divinity, choosing to only listen to the divine. Because it's only the divine that has the key to your harmonious twin flame union. It is not the ego. No matter what the ego would have you believe. So, yeah, pile number 1, this was the beautiful reading I received from you. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame readings. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So, for you, I have pulled the Ace of Discs reversed, the 10 of Cups upright, contentment is the title of this card, and Fortune, number 10 of the Major Arcana. So, what I'm getting here from the Ace of Discs is that something was in the beginning with your twin flame, like physically speaking, communication, for example. You just started talking perhaps, and then something happened. I feel like your twin flame, the message I'm getting is that they feel like they've lost their chance with you, like something happened, like an argument, and there's this deep feeling of, like, I'm sorry I couldn't see your value, I'm sorry I couldn't see you for truly you. And if that's something that resonates, keep in mind that your twin flame is your ultimate mirror. So if there's a part of your consciousness that does not see your value, that does not really claim you and doesn't really value you, your twin flame is going to reflect that. And it's something that's really organic and happens naturally because of the soul design of twin flames. You're meant to share you do share one consciousness already, so you're meant to reflect each other's deeper upsets, right? And of course, also the love that exists within you, all the love that you give to yourself, your twin flame is going to reflect to you. So for you, what I'm getting is that a worthiness upset, and also finance is related, because the discs are coins or pentacles in other decks, right? So it's about money, it's about earth, about the physical. Perhaps you do not see your beauty, and you might say I'm a potato or whatever, but no, you're not. Everyone was created with divine beauty, and it's safe to see your divine beauty and honor your divine beauty, and that's how your twin flame is going to recognize that. So I would invite you to try that, and choose to see and honor your beauty and invest in your divine beauty. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're a man or a woman, we're all created with divine beauty. So even for the gentlemen that are listening to this reading. And, if you feel like, oh, I'm insecure about my body or whatever, well, when you give love to your body, you will notice that your twin flame reflects that. So you might get a compliment out of the blue if you, for a while you've been building up that self-love and that self-confidence. So don't be afraid to really dive in deep with that self-love. Another message I'm getting from the same card is that perhaps nothing's really, I'm getting really beginning energy here in the physical, though. Because with your twin flame, this is not your first rodeo. You've known each other forever. You're just meant to be you were created together, so that you will feel familiar with them. However, again, I'm getting like something was about to begin, but the message that, hey, I'm hesitant to make a move here. Because I don't feel worthy of you in a sense. So again, the worthiness upset, they're reflecting that. So they might feel unworthy as well. And again, that is reflecting something that is already within you. They're not separate from you. That's the main message. However, with the next card, the 10 of Cups, is like, you complete me. And that's the truth of your twin flame. Like, of course, you're a complete person on your own. However, that's your person. That's your man. That's your woman. Right? They're yours. And the Ten of Cups is also a card of harmony, of alignment. Your core values align 100%. I feel another message like, hey, like we align. We're compatible 100%. I want you, desire you. You make me so happy and I love you so deeply. And also, again, the message I'm getting with like the fortune card is about a wheel, right? Cycles. They're determined to break the cycle. They're determined to give this another chance. They're determined to make their move, and they're determined to claim you. They're determined to be with you. They desire it as much as you do. Like, you know, and if you doubt it for a moment, like take a moment to feel into the love that you feel for them, and you share one consciousness, so you know that this love that you feel for them, they feel the exact same love for you. So yeah, you can trust in that, and you can move forward in confidence, knowing that. And they're really determined. Like the whale card is all about like moving forward, and specifically they want to break the cycle. And of course, you can do that. And they don't have to be necessarily spiritual to do that. You don't have to wait on them to do the spiritual work. It's all about you choosing to move forward. It's all about you choosing to be victorious. It's all about you choosing your harmonious union, and they choose the same within. And of course, you will not do the same exact spiritual work necessarily. However, they too will be given steps by the divine as you are. And each of you works on a part of your union that you're assigned to work on, and everything works out in perfect harmony as with the Ten of Cups. So you can really have faith here. You can really have trust in the universe. And again, at the time of this recording, we have over 30 harmonious unions, so it's possible for you too. This is not something that a few select lucky ones will have. You can have that too. And of course, yeah, you need to do the work for it. You need to really be willing to face your deepest, darkest fears and love yourself through them. And that's not for the faint of heart. However, we were all created with strength by the divine, and we were all created fully equipped to deal with all of that, because love is the strongest force in the universe, and we have an infinite source of that within us. So of course, yeah, you will have to do your healing work. However, isn't it worth it to just love yourself, and just the love that you give to yourself? You don't even have to do anything extra about it, and you don't have to get anything extra about it. Just the peace that comes with that. So the next three cards I pulled for you are children. Your love life is being affected by children. So that could be actual biological children, adopted children, family, one of you working with children, or your inner child. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, and keep an open mind. It says soulmate, but this is a twin flame reading, so your twin flame may differ from your usual type and expectations. So really strong, clear message here is that the hesitancy to make this start, or like perhaps there was some deception involved in like the previous attempt or whatever, but well, again, they're only reflecting something within you, right? So if there's somewhere within you when you're not being authentically you, where you're afraid of being seen, and thus you wear a mask, and you're like, oh, people will think I'm uncool or weird or all those things. Yes, your twin flame will reflect that to you. However, I can guarantee you, you don't need to do that, because you were created perfect by the divine. So you don't need to wear a mask. You can just toss it out, and it's safe for you to be yourself and express yourself completely and totally. And keep an open mind also goes both ways. It also goes towards you. Like, really get to know yourself. That's the message I'm getting from your twin flame, that they want to get to know you, and you want to get to know yourself, right? And keep an open mind about the things that you discover. You might discover through your twin flame that you like a certain type of food that you consider that you wouldn't like before, or that you like certain type of music that you were like, oh, I don't like that beforehand. So yeah, really be committed to your authenticity, and don't be afraid to experiment, explore here, and see what it is that your heart truly desires and cries out for. And again, perhaps with your twin flame, that if you're wearing like the mask, they're wearing the mask as well. So you might not be able to recognize them. So for those of you that feel like you have no clue who your twin flame is, and you have all these people in your life that you talk with, new connections, right? And you have no idea who your twin flame is, just shut the masks and keep an open mind, because they might be closer than you think. Well, your twin flame is always closer than you think. So for some of you, I'm sensing overcoming a false twin experience as well. And if that makes you nervous, don't worry. I've been through it myself. So many people have been through it. It's really common. And yeah, it's all in your best and highest interest. So don't be afraid of being authentic. And if a person is a true twin flame or not, it will always be revealed time and time again. You don't really have to make a relationship work. What is meant to be will stay. And you and your twin flame, it's meant to be. As you choose love, so will your twin flame. You'll be magnetized closer and closer together. The Children card, I'm getting the message that being authentic, right? The child doesn't really fear being judged. They just are. They play. They enjoy life. They're so in the moment. They express their feelings. They cry even in public. They don't care. That's how they feel. That's what they do, right? And this card is inviting you to be more childlike in this sense, like be more innocent in that sense, like release the fear of judgment. Don't judge yourself. That's what your twin flame like feels about you. Like they feel like you're perfect, and you're perfect for them. So yes, this is indeed the thing. So release self-judgment. Be as a child here, and just another message I'm getting: approach the communication between So for those of you who have not who do not have it confirmed who their twin flame is, and are talking to someone new, approach this with childlike innocence. Of course, pay attention to the red flags. So perhaps that person might not be it at all. So make sure that you're authentic, that you're telling yourself the truth of this situation, that you're taking in with your heart authentic, truthfully, often. Like, does it feel good to talk to this person? Do I feel contentment when I speak to them? Or is it like, I'm just trying to get love from them or attention from them? Because yeah, we've all been through this. We're just talking to someone because like they give us attention. And it's safe to release that and give yourself that attention instead, because you will not be fulfilled by someone else outside of you giving you this attention. I can guarantee that. And you don't need anyone to give you attention. You have the divine and you have yourself, and that's enough. You are enough. And yeah, back to what I was saying is that approach this with an open mind. So again, your twin flame might be hiding in plain sight. I've had that happen in my community. Like for many people, they went through false twin experiences, and their twin flame was there all along. They thought they were soul family instead. They thought they were like friends instead, just that, nothing else. But because your twin flame is also your best friend. But yeah, like really keep an open mind here and just stay open and really be committed to truth at all times. And the final cards, what your twin flame message to you is Mintakam, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So again, authenticity messages, that's nice. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together, intuitive hint and soul tribe, and Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So this is confirmation that, hey, this is happening. You're on the right track. This is with the Wheel of Fortune card, or Fortune in this deck. It's happening. This is destiny, what is going on right now. This is, you're really claiming your destiny. You're really claiming your heaven on earth. It's happening. All you need to do is be authentic to yourself, and your twin flame can't wait to be there with you in this heaven on earth, in this beautiful gardens, right? And it's happening right now. Your union, it's manifesting. And it's also perhaps time to claim support if you've been feeling unsupported. Like involve yourself in a spiritual community that is loving and supportive, because you do require a great deal of support to manifest your harmonious union. That's the truth of it. It's a really great spiritual achievement, and that's why it requires a great support system. So don't be afraid. Just don't deprive yourself of that. There's no need to do that. And like the longing for home, like this is your original self, your divine self, like this feeling of longing, and for your original state of being, which is, you know, perfect union with your twin flame. Your twin flame is longing for that as well. They're longing for heaven on earth with you, and that's personal to you, like what it looks like. So don't be afraid of taking this time to visualize what it looks like and how you can achieve those goals. So perhaps if you want the farmhouse by the mountain. Whatever. You get my point. Like, really just get specific on what it is that you desire, what your dream home is, dream pets, like if you want to have children, like how many. And just be really clear with yourself, be really truthful with yourself about what you want in life. And they'll mirror that, of course, and you'll see that you met each other 100%. And that's also a way to shed the masks and reveal who your person is. And they're telling you that they're right there, sitting right in front of you, in front of your eyes, right there. All you need to do is just be authentic with yourself and just really connect to your original divine self. Connect. And that's how you reveal them. And that's how you find that they had always been there, right beside you all along. So this is the message I got for you, group number 2. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more juicy twin flame content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! And finally, last but not least, my group number 3. Welcome to your reading. For you, I have pulled number 2 of Cups, Love. So that's pretty clear and strong. Number 5 of Cups, reversed, Disappointment. And the Prince of Cups reversed. So a lot of watery energy. Your twin flame really feels like deep emotions here. Might be a water sign as well. So, or have a lot of water placements in their chart, or that could be you also, because you share one consciousness. So the messages coming up are also, present in you. So let's dive into it. So, like with the first card, it's very clear, like they love you, the feelings are mutual. This is a really deep connection. For someone it's in its conception, you're just now exploring it. You just met them very, very recently, within last year. And it's got potential, right? Because of course it does. With your twin flame, you're meant to be. So this connection has potential, and they really feel that strongly. With the 5 of Cups reversed, I feel like something happened, perhaps between you, or perhaps in their past, the previous relationship, or something in their family. They feel like a failure. They feel they don't deserve you. They feel like they don't deserve this love. And if they're feeling that, then it's mirroring something that is happening with you too, right? So if there's anywhere within you when you're disappointed about previous relationships, or you're really hesitant to move forward, and you're just here in the beginning stage of love, right? And you're afraid of diving deeper, even though you really feel it with your twin flame, well, that's what they're mirroring to you. They're not separate from you in any way. You share one consciousness. So really take some time to work on those fears, work on this disappointment. Know that it didn't work out with the previous people because they were never meant for you. They were just meant to awaken you, to teach you some lessons in your life. They were never meant to be your forever partner, your happily ever after. But your twin flame is, so you can release the disappointment here, and you can really, you can really invest in this relationship. It is safe. It's a safe container. Your love is not going to just overflow and leak into the universe. And you can do that by using the mirror exercise, for example. Like I find it very, very effective as a healing tool. So, feeling like you're disappointed with yourself somewhere, you just give yourself that love, and it feels really good and complete here. And you heal it permanently, forever after this. And this is also reflected in your union with your twin flame, in them as well, their behavior towards you. So it's a really good practice to have on your spiritual path. And for some of you, I'm getting the message that something happened between you, and your twin flame feels guilty about what happened. All right, and the message here is forgiveness. And in the previous message, it was forgiving the other people, previous people, and yourself. And again, this is forgiving your twin flame and yourself. Like, forgiveness is a really huge, huge element of your harmonious union, because you can't really expect to hold on to grudges and, expect the relationship to flourish. So forgive them, forgive yourself, and just move on no matter what happened. And move forward in love and peace, always. And finally, the message I'm getting with the Prince of Cups reversed is about them feeling really vulnerable and emotionally raw after what happened, either between you or in the previous relationship, like this disappointment reversed card. Really being afraid to love and really withdrawing out of fear. So if they haven't been contacting you, or if they've been a bit more cold towards you, it's out of fear of being hurt, out of all this disappointment, all this bitterness. So of course you can remedy that. You don't have to wait for your twin flame to do their healing work. If there's something about this that upsets you, you can always do the healing work required. And when you make the choice to heal this, they make the choice to heal it as well. Their healing work might take a different form. They might not do the mirror exercise. They might do something else instead. But it's all right. It's still happening, and you can still have faith and trust that when you choose to heal, they choose to heal. The next three cards I've pulled for you were very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Calling in your twin flame, not soulmate in this case. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So, pretty clear message here that if something happened between you, work on it, work on yourself, give yourself love. Not everything that happens in your twin flame union has to be worked out externally. It starts first with you doing the inner work. Of course, it might require some communication and saying that, hey, what you did was not okay. But if you respect your boundaries within yourself, they'll reflect that. As they reflect you disrespecting your own boundaries, as they reflect, if you're not loving yourself in some places, they'll reflect that. So really work on that worthiness, work on that self-love. And essentially you're working on your relationship with yourself first, and then everything else manifests in your life effortlessly. As with the very soon card, right? The universe is just waiting to just hand out your harmonious union to you. Like, come on, here it is. Right? But you need to really make the choice here and commit. And that's what your twin flame will do. Like, they feel like they want to call you into their lives. They feel like they want you, but they feel so disappointed, and they're so scared of being hurt and all that, and feeling really raw and vulnerable, that they're really blocking that love. And you have power here. You have the power to invite them into your life and be gentle with them, and also be gentle with yourself, because what they're showing you is what is something already within your consciousness. So there's no really avoiding that. Even if you are like, you know what, I don't want to be with this person anymore, whatever, I'll just settle for a soulmate. This will still be in your consciousness. It's not healed by any means if you ignore it. So might as well heal it, and just you will feel much more relieved like that. There's no need to prolong the misery and stay in, those disappointing thoughts. Nobody wants those thoughts. Yes, you make the choice to heal. You're calling them in, and they want to be called in. They really desire that. They really desire to be with you. Look at this couple, yeah, like there's so much like hugging energy, closeness. They desire this intimacy, this love, and you can choose and claim that. You can really go deeper here, and that's all the result of your healing work. But they really, really love you, and they really want to be close to you. That's a huge message here. Like, it really, yeah. Look at the cards. Come on. And the final three cards I've pulled for you, group number 3, are Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do here? The Initiation, Rite of Passage, Crossing the Threshold. And Trust the Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So, 2 cards about listening to your heart, listening to your feelings here. What is your soul calling you to do in this situation? They want you to listen to your heart, and your heart will always point you to your true twin flame no matter what, because they were meant for you. And of course, there might be things, if you're not in perfect union, chances are there are things that you don't like about the situation. Trust that feeling that, hey, something is wrong here. What is wrong? How can I change that? And take a proactive stance here. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You're not a victim of your twin flame. Come on. Choose and claim that empowerment. Like, look at how powerful, like, people on this card, like, this power here, this divine light, and that's you and your twin flame. There's this power here. So, really listen to your intuition. Are you trying to numb out the things that don't feel so good? Don't do that. There's no need to. You can face those things, and you can trust that at the other side of, like, yeah, look how perfectly this ties into it, because, like, there's this blackness over here, right? And over here around this. It's like a tunnel, the middle card, the Initiation card, crossing the threshold. So you're moving through those dark feelings. They're waiting for you, your twin flame, on the other side. And it's beautiful, as you see. Like, let me show it to you a bit closer. Like, yeah, there's this, yeah, I don't think it's focusing here. Can I focus? Yay, focus. All right, so yeah, like this beautiful place over here just waiting for you, but you need to cross the threshold. Nobody else can do it for you. And your twin flame can just show you like, okay, you passed through here, but it's your choice to move through it. And they're holding your hand. They're there. They want you to know that. And they want you to know that they're supporting you, they're loving you, and they're holding space for your healing. And they heal with you, right alongside you. They support you so much. And yeah, just really answer the call here. Your heart really desires this relationship. Your heart really desires this romance. It's safe to move towards that direction and really claim that. This is for you too. So yeah, of course, it might look scary right now. It might look like there's no way out for some of you. But trust that at the end of this tunnel, there is light and there's love and there's purpose. And, you know, look at this lady. She's sitting like in this really beautiful place. And yeah, everything looks really pretty, and there's prettiness on the end of this. So whatever it is you're going through, be compassionate with yourself, love yourself through it, and your twin flame wants you to know that they want to be with you, like really, really love you. And even if it seems like a huge obstacle, there is a way. At the time of this recording, 30 harmonious unions, like over 30 harmonious unions. So this is for you too, and you can do this. And you can claim the support of our community for that. You can just really incorporate this work into your life, and it's really going to bring you there. You can trust in that. It will work for you too. So this is all I had for you, group number 5. I really hope you enjoyed this reading and found it insightful. If you did, feel free to click the like button for me and subscribe to my channel for more juicy twin flame content. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.